I'm Julianne Hall, I'm Director of Care, Health and Wellbeing at South Yorkshire Housing Association. We were founded as a consequence of the Ken Loach film, Cathy Come Home, with the intention to tackle family homelessness. And we do an awful lot more than that now, but that strength of social purpose still lives and breathes. We have a very clear organisational purpose, and that is that with SYHA you can settle, live well and realise potential. When the pandemic hit, we really recognised that our purpose could be tested because we were going into a lockdown where there might be constraints on what we could do, but also we would have to make some very quick decisions in response to the government changes on guidance, and there's always a risk that when you're making quick decisions, your values will be tested, but we really feel that 18 months in now, our values and purpose have really held up under pressure. And then throughout the pandemic, in addition to our purpose, there were some ways that we felt it was important to work as we navigated that challenge. The first is to engender a spirit of joy.
But we also felt brave. We felt strong and courageous, intrepid, resolute and restless to respond.
We had string quartets and extra care scheme, we had dance classes and various other things. The second principle that we applied was really trying to make sure that we honoured a human connection.
My name's Pam Hankinson. I'm a customer of South Yorkshire Housing. I'm also a volunteer. When the lockdown started, I was invited to contact people who were lonely, and that's what we did, and that's what we're still doing to this day. I've got so much out of meeting these ladies, and I do class them as my friends now.
Some of the customers I was working with were delighted with how simple it was to be able to do video calls so that they can see the person they're talking to, which has been really important throughout lockdown.
And then the final thing that we felt was really important, and I think the thing that most got us through the last 18 months was, the real commitment to action. There's a real spirit at SYHA of people rolling their sleeves up and getting things done.
Well, I've just come to collect a parcel for one of our residents who've self-isolating.
We were able to redeploy really, really quickly. People just went where the work was and did it with such goodwill. It was really extraordinary to witness. But actually we were very conscious that the world was telling our customers and tenants that they were vulnerable people. This separation between the vulnerable and the heroes, the helpers, became really writ large. And so we felt it was really important to recognise that our customers and tenants, just like us, wanted to step up to action. And so we facilitated lots of different opportunities for that to happen.
We've got our independence, it's the South Yorkshire complex, the staff organise events for us, and I'd just like to, if I may on your show, pay tribute to everyone at the Meadows, the staff and the Sheffield Care Watch team for all that they're doing for us.
So we've done a really good, lengthy piece of co-production working with a really diverse group of customers, and we reached out beyond the customers we normally talk to really work with them to ask them what mattered, what they thought should be in the promises, what language we use, what jargon we shouldn't use, and to really spend a real decent amount of time working that through. The second thing that I think has fed into our customers' promises is that we've done quite a lot of customer research over the last year, so we've talked to over 600 of our customers and asked them what matters to you, what matters to you about the way we behave, about the way we interact with you.
I felt it was important to have a say because I also live in this area, and I'd like to know, what goes on and have a say in how we can change to improve the area to make it better to live in.
When we created the promises, it felt like you valued, not just as a tenant, but you're more than that, and your contribution is listened to. You feel you're part of the whole process.
One of the things that we did here at South Yorkshire Housing Association, following on from the events of last summer, is that we co-designed a race action plan. Now, this is a document that's currently black and white that has 6 commitments within it. Under each commitment sits a set of actions, and that's to ensure that we're measuring what we're doing, to ensure that change is taking place and we are creating an environment that is anti-racist. One of the actions that sits within the race action plan is ensuring that we diversify our workforce, and in response to this we've created something that we have called our independent panel member. In addition to this, we've also reviewed our terminology that we use across the organisation to ensure that we're promoting a sense of belonging for everybody who is part of South Yorkshire Housing Association. One of our commitments within the race action plan is also to ensure that we are sharing our learning, and we've already started doing this by sharing our race action plan with other organisations and also sharing some of the actions we've already taken to fulfilling our commitments within the race action plan.
Returning to work, being able to go back to work smoothly and knowing that I can return without having a dip in my mental health, it's made me feel really confident about going back.
Simon was medically retired as a postman because of severe knee problems, but thanks to the Working Win mentoring programme, he's found this new job behind the wheel.
I can't praise them highly enough, to be honest with you. I was in a really bad place, but through them listening to me, talking to me, they were able to redirect that focus, look at things that I can do rather than the things that I can't. Within a couple of weeks, my whole mindset from being negative had actually changed into something positive.
Hi, I'm Gareth Parkin, Housing Services Director at South Yorkshire Housing Association. A key pillar of our current strategy is to do the basics brilliantly. We know that we can't be an excellent landlord without having a set of solid, brilliant basics as the foundation of our housing offer. The key message arising from the first lockdown was to stay at home. We had a fundamental responsibility to make sure that our homes were places that people felt comfortable to stay at home as their own place of safety and sanctuary. During 2020, nevermore has our ability to deliver brilliant landlord services to our customers been more important. Changing restrictions meant that at times it was difficult to deliver our full suite of services, but we didn't stand still and we were pleased that we kept so much going over the year. Over the year, we carried out around 18,000 responsive repairs to our customers. Switching off our repairs function, which meant that our customers' comfort could be compromised, was not an option for us, and our brilliant in-house repairs team were critical in making this happen. We were pleased to keep our stock investment programme moving. In the year of the pandemic, we invested over £4 million in planned maintenance in our customers' homes. Some of the works included 105 new kitchens, new windows and doors in 84 of our customers' homes, 142 new heating installs, ward and coal replacements in our extra care schemes, and a raft of external decorations work. In 2020, we had 237 lettings, which was only 12 less than the year before. To stay at home, people need to have a home, which is why we were fully committed to making sure that our lettings were not switched off at any point. Over the year, our teams went over and above to find new ways of making sure that our homes got to the people that needed them the most. An example of this is one of our lettings assistants striking up a conversation with somebody that was begging outside of a shop. By striking up that conversation and developing a relationship over a number of weeks, that person ultimately developed a relationship with our letting assistant and ultimately moved into one of our homes. So one of the challenges that we faced in lettings during 2020 was the temporary close down of choice-based lettings in our areas of operation. So we had to quickly find new ways of making sure that our homes got to the people that needed them the most. We made direct contacts with homeless teams in local authorities and do our part to support the Everyone In campaign. We engaged with several support agencies providing support for homeless asylum seekers, and we liaised with domestic violence agencies and services to make sure that any homes could meet urgent needs wherever these were available. We made sure that our homes were ready and available for those who needed them. Our voids performance was excellent during the year, and the critical factor in this is our team's sheer commitment to our purpose. Settle, live well and realise your potential.